All right, guys, so before we can get this big fall entryway started, we have some prep work to do. The first thing is, I've noticed that the front porch is looking really dirty lately. We've pressure washed about once or twice a year, and anytime you have a white house, that's gonna be the case. It gets dirty over time, and you just have to keep cleaning and keep cleaning. And what I've noticed is pressure washing over time has chipped away all the white paint off of our front porch steps. What used to be white and nice is now just a brick color. So I think those could use a fresh coat of paint, so we're gonna do that. And then, we've been looking for ways to make this front porch sing like our new garden gate sings. That entryway looks so beautiful and everybody gives us so many compliments every time they go in the garden gate. And we want that same experience for our front door. So I think we're gonna carry that beautiful green color over to the front door. I'm gonna paint it, but before I do that, I need to prep it. I'm gonna sand it and then I'm gonna prime it to make sure that our paint sticks. And then I'm gonna paint that beautiful green color. And then I think we'll be ready to plant all of those gorgeous containers and get this entryway started. I'm gonna start by clearing all of our pumpkins that we bought at the farm out of the way, get those containers off the front porch, and then we'll be fresh to start. What do you think?
Ooh, I love it.
I think
The
it's so
porch
pretty.
sure is white.
Okay, I made some game time decisions without Tyler here. I'm sure he probably needed to be here for those. I ended up painting the entire front porch and the steps white. But honestly, I just got going, and once I got started, I saw the old concrete in the middle of the pad where the brick wasn't. And I thought, well, why does this have to be ugly when everything else is going to be so bright white and beautiful?
I did peek out the window, and it definitely looked weird. But I think that it will kind of dim a little bit over time. And I mean, the wall, when we first had that built with the gate, that looked super bright too.
Yeah.
And it has faded just fine. So I think once we get planters and everything back on it, it won't feel so stark.
Yeah.
But it feels like a brand new front porch, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, and the front door,
I love it.
it's
The
so
color.
beautiful.
I was unsure how it was gonna look with the black windows, but I really do like it.
Yeah, I think it's so nice. It really feels like us for some reason. I feel like when we moved in, the black was like what we wanted. Everything was crisp and black and white, and that was our vibe. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we've changed over time, and we like color.
Yeah.
So,
I think next year, planting wise, we're gonna want to do more red leafed things up here.
Yep.
Because what I'm noticing is that the gate, the door, and the Bush's Lace Engelmann spruce are all like the same green color. So we're gonna have to pop in some contrasting stuff, which is not a problem.
Nope.
It's a good thing.
okay, so that's it for all the prep work. What we're gonna do now is all of the beautiful containers, and we're gonna bring some fall into here. So we picked up some gorgeous Versailles style box planters from Ballard, and I think we still need to put one of those together. So we're gonna do that, and then we'll tell you what we're planting.
Okay, so inside of the planter, there is a little bag insert. And the only thing is we're gonna have to put a hole in this. There's no drain hole. So if you wanted this for indoors, you could actually get this. It's just a little box and just not drill a hole in it. And then you could put this inside.
Smart. And you could also put this underneath like a covered porch.
It actually says that's recommended on the website, but listen, rules.
We're gonna see how long these last. I'll probably spray them with some sort of a water sealer just to give some extra protection. But I think they're so beautiful, and honestly, they were on sale and really affordable for this style of planter. These Versailles planters are not cheap, and this is the look that we've been wanting. All right, so we've got these built, but before we can put them in place and start planting them, what we need to do is even out the surface of the ground on each side so that one won't sit higher than the other. I've got some paver base that includes rocks and sand so that we can get those to the right side or the right level. And then I picked up 2 pavers that are just concrete, 24 by 24 pavers that will fit underneath these perfectly. And that way these will sit on top of something and not sink down into the ground over time. So we're gonna do that now.
All right, after Brian did a lot of hard work and I supervised, the planters are in place and they're level and they look beautiful. We are gonna shroud the little concrete base with probably some mulch, just so that kind of goes away. I had considered, you know, what if we paint that white to match the porch, but then that would kind of just call it out a little bit more. So we're just gonna leave it concrete color. We're gonna cover it up. But now we get to do the fun part, which is planting. So before we plant, I am actually going to connect these to our drip irrigation system. So you'll see me run a little 1/4-inch drip tubing through the bottom and out the back. And then we'll leave a little bit over the side until we finish planting. And then we're gonna be popping some boxwood topiaries in these, along with some other pretty fall plants. And I think it's gonna be a really nice spot right here at the front door.
Here we go.
Okay, now that we got the topiaries in place, we can actually add some fall stuff.
Yes.
So these topiaries are green mountain boxwoods that have been grown into a lollipop form. And I was very adamant about, I wanted to have lollipops right here so that we could put seasonal things underneath. So like in the summer, we'll probably fill this up with petunias and they'll just flow down. And then you still get this nice little green ball up top that will be here all season.
Yeah, and it's so symmetrical. I am like really in love with how it looks with the sort of Versailles look of the boxes.
Yeah.
And then the topiaries are perfect. So I'm excited about it. I think it's gorgeous. But we are gonna fill it now with some beautiful fall interests. So you guys saw me go to Greenville for all of our cabbages and kales, and we got just enough to put 3 cabbages in each side, and I think they'll look really pretty. And then we have some gorgeous black mondo grass that I think will add a really nice grassy texture, and it's a really dark red. And then we have these really cool new Twilight Collection pansies that are so frilly and interesting. They're just really, really cool. And this is sort of a mix of dark colors. That's why it's called the Twilight Collection. And these are from Incredible Pansies. So if you guys have seen these around your garden centers, make sure you grab some. And then the last thing,
Jenny. So the nice thing about buying Creeping Jenny is once you buy it, you don't have to buy it again.
Yeah.
We carved some of this out of the urn in the back in the peninsula.
Yeah.
And yeah, it'll fill in here shortly.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll give it a little trim after we get it in to see how long it needs to be.
Okay, so now I think we can just get started planting.
Let's do it. All right, guys, so it's day 3 of this project, but our containers are done, and I love them.
I think they look so beautiful. It just adds such a nice formality to the front porch that we didn't have before.
I think it's really nice. The boxwoods are sitting maybe a little low for me.
Yeah.
I think they're really pretty, and I think that the annuals that we have for fall look nice underneath them. But I am wondering how our spring annuals are going to fit under there.
We will have to wait and see.
Yes, but I think it's nice. I think I'm in love with the containers. The boxes themselves are super nice, and the colors that we put in there are gorgeous.
But now it's time to add some fall flair.
Here we go.
How about this for a fall porch?
I feel like I'm in some sort of a ABC show.
Yeah. Brian had the idea to steal some sticks from like a tree or something down the street.
Yep.
And he said that ladies were looking at him weird when he was doing it, but it turned out beautifully. A really great idea to just grab fake leaves from the craft store, and we just zip tied them on, and here we are.
Yeah,
I love it.
I think it could use some after dark mood lighting, so maybe we'll throw that on after dark and see how it looks.
I love it. All right, after 3 days of doing our front porch makeover, I think we're going to call this a wrap. If you're not subscribed to our channel, make sure you click that subscribe button down below so you get all of our content. From our garden to yours, we'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.